Unfortunately, today's video isn't going to be as happy-go-lucky as my other videos are. Sometimes we do things that are a lot more lighthearted on this channel, and other times I talk about things that are more serious that are going on in the world. And this one was absolutely tragic. No one should have to experience what just happened. Basically, in Berlin, I want to say yesterday, a gentleman was taken out of this world by a clan in Germany and stuff like that. I know a lot of you guys have been telling me that there's not really gangs really in Germany. It's more so clans, and if you get caught up with one of those sort of things, a lot of times there's grave consequences, which in this case, this man is no longer with us. I don't know what the details are as far as why the clan decided to do what they did to him, but he was inside of a club with his sister, and people heard shots and stuff, and before you knew it, boom, the guy was no longer living. Ambulance shows up, picks up this person, and it was absolutely devastating. Why did I decide to cover this? I didn't expect this at all. I thought that a lot of the events that occurred in Germany were more like hush hush. No one really knows about it. It never really gets covered by media like that or anything. And I'm like, this is absolutely tragic. The world's changing very rapidly, and this right here, I would have never expected it to go the way it's gone. I have a few questions actually as to this whole situation. One of the questions being, do you think that people in Germany have the means to properly defend themselves from something like this? You know, in America, sometimes when, you know, people are in grave danger and even the police can't protect them successfully, they get put in a witness protection program. Sometimes the police give the person who's in danger a bulletproof vest and a glizzy to kind of protect themselves and stuff like that in very, very high profile extreme situations, because they're like, hey, there's only so much we can do for you. Obviously, my condolences go out to the family of whoever this was, man. This is absolutely tragic. I've never seen anything like that before, and the screams are just horrifying. The second story that we'll be covering is also very odd, and the circumstances of this one will have you raising your eyebrows a little bit. And this one is an individual's head that was found in the front of a courthouse. Now, let's read this off and kind of get into the very jarring details of this entire situation. So, German police have arrested a suspect after a severed human head was left outside of a courthouse in Bonn. The gruesome discovery was made on Tuesday evening outside the city's district court. Police later said they found a body a few hundred meters away on the banks of the Rhine River. Initial investigations suggest that both the victim and the suspect, a 38-year-old man known to police for certain paraphernalia offenses, were both homeless individuals. Around 17:35 Central Eastern Time, which is 5:35 p.m., we would say in America, witnesses informed the police control center that a human head was lying in front of the Bonn court building on Wilhelmstrasse, a police statement read. After first arriving, police forces confirmed this initial report. A suspect was found in the immediate vicinity and arrested. Further investigations led to the discovery of a corpse in the area of the old customs house. A short time later, authorities have immediately opened a homicide investigation and are appealing for witnesses. This is beyond insane to me. Well, it's sad, but very jarring. Imagine the person who discovered this crazy situation initially, you know? I found out about all of this morning and last night. I've been noticing, and I've talked to a few people as well, an uptick in crimes related to ammo-fueled Waffen, I can say. It's scary because you would expect something like that in the United States or any other country, but not really Germany. You know what I mean? And it seems like those incidents are getting more and more intense. I mean, this right here, this is something, I mean, that you would expect to see like from like, I don't know, a specific organization, you know? In 2016, 2015, the courthouse situation, this that I just read off to you, that would have been very common around that time, because that organization that I think you guys know what I'm talking about, was going absolutely ballistic. But now we have something like this carried out by, I don't know, maybe this could be another clan related type of thing. I did not realize how intense these incidences were until I literally read and heard from people what was going on. Now, the first incident that we kind of covered in the beginning of this video is insane. It was all over TikTok. It popped up on my For You page. It popped up on a lot of the people in my Discord's For You page as well. So I had a lot of people sharing this with me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I guess I'll talk about it and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if any of you guys watching this video have already heard reports of this as well. I don't know what the general consensus or thoughts or feelings on this are, but the few questions I will have for the first incident that involved the life taking of the individual that was at the club with his sister due to clan related dynamics and stuff like that is, or do you think Germany is becoming less and less safe as the years progress and stuff like that? And do you think it's because of the rise in clan activities? Now, I know that this has been a thing for a long time, probably decades or whatever, but do you feel like the people, this is the second question. The second question I have is, do you feel like the people have the proper means to protect themselves from being taken out of this world? Now, yes, obviously you have the Polizei, you have, other organizations and stuff like that that can help you, but the response time, I mean, by the time they get there, you might not be existing, you know what I mean? So do you feel like the citizens in Germany as a whole have the proper means to defend themselves and at least be able to get away and preserve their livelihoods when something like this happens? And I'm not saying this happens to everybody. Obviously, you have to be a part of some crazy shiznit for something like this to go down. But as we've also seen, you don't really have to be a part of crazy shiznit for something like this to go down. There was an incident where, people were in danger. There was a person that had a particular glizzy, and that multiple people were injured in Germany, bro. So it's just crazy to me that I feel like either these incidents are on the rise or they're being reported more often and stuff like that. And then the second question I have is, what are your thoughts on the second incident? Like, I mean, when I heard about this, I couldn't believe that this was happening in Germany of all places. When I heard that sounded something that was even crazy for America. I mean, even though like America, we have a lot of wild stuff that happened. Like there was literally something that just happened yesterday. This was particularly nuts. Absolutely nuts. The world is getting crazier and crazier and crazier. I'm not sure if, certain incidences on the internet are inspiring people worldwide to do some crazy heinous shiznit, but I don't know. I just wanted to bring this to light and stuff and see what you guys felt about this, if you guys even knew about this, if this is something that's being covered on the news, because this is insane. Insanity. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Sorry for the mood of this video and whatnot. It's a lot more serious, but unfortunately, there's been some things that have popped up over the last couple days that I felt like needed addressing and whatnot, just to see how you guys felt about it and stuff like that. And what do you think maybe the German government's going to do in regards to stuff like this, similar situations like this, because these happen so close together that this is nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. That's pretty much it from me. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace.